y'all, it's Ty. Today is a very special day for me. Reason being is because today is my dog's birthday. She has passed away. She passed away sometime when I was in college, but we've had her for a long time, like over 13 years. She made it to like 84 in dog years, I believe. I could be wrong. My sister's probably gonna comment on this thing right now and tell me something, but I think it was 84. But it's her birthday today, April 12th, and I kind of like kept just thinking about her, and she's on the background of my computer screen. Like, honestly, I'm over here looking through boxes. I'm finding pictures of us. Like, this was my best friend, okay? But yeah, so my dog's name was Tootsie. She actually has a longer name than that, and the entire thing is Tootsie Lola Trinca Sophie Quero Slydell. I honestly think my sister Taja made that name up. I think she made that name up. It was either her or Taraya. I think it was Taja though. It just sounds like something she would do. But that was her whole name. Not gonna go into a little spiel on that, but I got a couple facts about my dog. I have a couple great memories of this dog, how she got us through our best days and our worst days, and she was just a real special addition to the fam. And honestly, I'm just so grateful. She's irreplaceable, she's an irreplaceable dog, so I'm just super happy, and I just want to really celebrate this day, whether this video go up on her birthday or not. Tootsie, I'm recording on your birthday, so I got you, sis. I remember my dad actually bringing home Tootsie, and she obviously didn't have a name, but I remember he just brought this tiny, cute, like the cutest little dog home. And she had like one ear was brown, one ear was black. She had like going down the middle, she was white, and then like both of the sides of her face were two different colors. She was kind of like a dog that had spots on her, but like, well, not spots, but like patches on her of solid different colors. Over time, I don't know how, but everything just meshed together, and she was just definitely like a little light brown, like caramel, like even white honestly was in it. I'll put some pictures up so y'all see. And Tootsie was just like, she was kind of shy, but she was still like in a good way. Maybe because she was a puppy, so you know how puppies can be. But like, she was just the cutest little thing, and I was so happy, and I was like, oh my gosh. And so then I remember my mom was like, oh my, you done brought a dog here, like not having it or whatever. But so she ended up, my mom was really clean, so she ended up like bathing the dog and stuff, and lo and behold, like, I didn't bathe the dog, but every time I walked in there, because I was young, I probably was like first grade area, like around that, like, because I know we got, I think when I was going to the second grade, so I was what, 7, and I went into the bathroom, and my mom was just picking off ticks and fleas from Tootsie, and I was like, oh, like, I wasn't really feeling no type of way, because I didn't really know the impact of fleas and ticks, but I just remember my mom was just like, this dog got a bunch of ticks on her and all this stuff, and just kind of wasn't having it. But thankfully we kept the dog and we cleaned her up. She was just, the cutest thing. And the day my dad brought Tootsie home was just amazing to me, because we had already had a dog, and this dog had ended up passing away. He was an older dog. So for me, being the baby of the family, according to them, I used to ride the dog like a horse, the previous dog, but I don't remember that. They say I used to pull the tail and just be kind of like a little rough, mean little kid to the dog, and I just don't remember that. So I will never own up to that, because I never did it. I don't think I did it. But yeah, so that's what happened. And then Tootsie came, and it was just like the highlight, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I got a dog. Like, I know that he brought it for the family, but in my head, in my mind, I'm like, this is my dog. Like, I got the dog. So I was happy. Thinking about it, my mom probably definitely felt some type of way, because she was moving into a new house with a new dog who's not trained. And yeah, you know the rest. We came into our new house, and it was just amazing, and we had so much open yard, so much more space to have a dog, and Tootsie was just like the most headstrong, playful as like dog, but with a bit of attitude and just bouginess all in one. You know, the sugar, spice, everything nice, like, all in one. And it was just like amazing. Like, I remember us going to bed, and our mom don't play when it comes, our dad too really, but more so my mom don't play when putting the dog in the bed, putting the dog on the couch, just putting the dog on anything that's for a human per se. You know, not even, she don't even really like the dog in the car like that. She gotta lay something down, like, nah. So, and then Tootsie did shed, but she wasn't crazy shedding, but she shedded a little bit. But she would just hate it. And so I remember I would literally wait till everyone went to bed, and after I've outgrown sleeping with my mom and them, I would sleep in the room with the dog, and I would put Tootsie in the bed with me, and we would go to sleep every night. And it wasn't just me, Taraya would do it too. I would have her on the couch, and she would she would hear my mom coming or smell her scent, I don't know, but she would just jump off, and I'd just be like, why you just jumped off out of nowhere? And I look, and my mom's crossing the corner, coming into the den or coming into the bedroom, wherever Tootsie was in. And she would just know, because she knew my mom was finna yell at her, like, get off the couch, like, she knew. And it was just like one of them things where, like, she had a respect for, you know, our parents, and she knew not to play with them. For some reason, she liked to sleep under the bed. I don't know what it was, but that dog, like, we used to try to, like, get her from under the bed, like, come on, go in the cage, and she just, like, growling at us, like, no, this is my bed. Under the bed is my bed. Like, it was no way. Like, it was moments when we would try to get her, and she would be snapping at us, like, trying to, like, no. Whatever room my mother was sleeping in or laying in, watching TV or something, she would, like, literally go to that room and go under that bed. I don't know what it was. She had some type of connection with my mama that I didn't know. But at the same time, my mama, it's not like my mama didn't like her, but my mama was just like, it's a dog, you know, like, it was whatever. But at the same time, I knew my mama liked that dog. She was trying to act, but every time we probably was at school and stuff, I don't know what they was doing, but they was probably the best of friends, child. She was just really nice to be around, you know. Every time I would come home from school, I would just be like so happy, because this dog was the person to greet you every time you came home, jumping on you, you know, doing what a dog would do. And she just was a really fun addition to the family. And we, like, hated every time we would go out of town. And I promise you, whenever we would go out of town, we would, like, we wouldn't be going too long. Like, these were, like, you know, smaller trips that we would take. And before, our uncle used to come and check on the dog and make sure she was good. But when he wasn't able to do that anymore, and we were going for shorter periods of times, we would, like, put her in my mom's bathroom, and, like, literally every inch of my mom's bathroom laid toilet paper, newspaper out, just in case she, you know, peed or defecated in anything. And so, I kid you not, every time we would go somewhere and come back, if someone wasn't checking up on her, I had to check up on her, this dog would not, we would give her food and water, and this dog would not pee or poop, like, at all. Like, at all. And then we'll just take her outside when we get home. Like, we know you gotta go to the bathroom, but it's like she didn't eat, and she didn't use the bathroom. Sometimes she would eat, but she still wouldn't use the bathroom. I think once or twice, the very first 2 times we did it, she peed, but she never had poop in there. Like, that dog, she was not finna sit in the room full of poop. She just wasn't gonna do it. And if you ask anybody, Tootsie was just bougie. Like, Tootsie was just like a diva. Like, she really was a diva, and you couldn't get around her. And when she liked you, she liked you. When she didn't, she didn't. And it wasn't no rekindling the love type thing. She had style. She had grace. She had a loud bark. You know, people would knock on the door, and she would be like barking. And then they come in the house, and they like, where the big dog at? That was like, no, it was her. It was her. She was the one making the noise. Like, everybody's just like, she has a loud bark. Like, she barks like she is running it, okay? I had my moments where I would torture her. And not really torture her, but just kind of like, you just play with a dog. You try to see how aggressive they can get. I had my moments like that. And I had my moments where she bit the hell out of me, just, and got scarred up and stuff, which has healed. She had a neighborhood dog named Chingy, and Chingy was a little player, okay? Chingy was the neighborhood dog. First of all, Chingy is a little chihuahua who is no longer in the neighborhood anymore. One, because the family that owns him has moved, and then two, because even before they moved, we didn't know what happened to Chingy. Like, Chingy just would run away a lot, and I would find him sometimes, and I'd be like, bring him back to the people's house or whatever. And they'll be like, okay, thanks or whatever. And we were cool, like the kids that stayed at the house and stuff, we were all cool. But like Chingy would run away. And I really think Chingy ran away and I think maybe he could have left the neighborhood and somebody took him. Like, I really think somebody took him, but we don't know. But anyway, Chingy was another neighborhood dog, and he was, I think, the only boy dog in the neighborhood. So, little chihuahua. Okay, and he was just always trying to hump something. But she was not really friendly. You know, she was real protective of us. She didn't really like making friends. Anytime other dogs came into the yard or at the house, she wasn't feeling it, like, get out type vibe. This was her territory type thing. And Tootsie was definitely, you know, Tootsie was a mutt. Like, Tootsie was mixed with a lot of stuff, and we don't know what it was. But she was cool with some of the neighborhood dogs, but, like, not really. Like, to be frank, she wasn't. You know, sometimes you don't always put your dog on a leash, especially in a neighborhood. You know your dog just got to pee, that she finna come right back in the house. So we just let her out. Like, I remember doing that, just letting her out without the leash. And the dog looked at me and took off, okay? And I was just like, Tootsie, Tootsie, like, just ran. I'm like, okay. And I would try to run after her. Obviously, I was younger, and the more I ran after her, she would just keep taking off, or she'll stop, and I'll get next to her, and then I'm ready to pick her up. Boom, like, again, gone. Okay, gone. Though she never would leave the neighborhood, so it's like she would go like near to exit the neighborhood, but she would never leave. And that's one thing that we always treasure. So if we knew she was lost or just gone and, you know, not coming back, we knew she was in the neighborhood. She would never leave. And I remember we would do that, and she would come back, like, once she ready to come back home, she would be so stink. And I'd be like, where were you? What were you doing? And I don't know why, but at a period of time, there used to be, like, a lot of snails. It could still be. It used to be, like, a lot of snails in our yard, in everybody's yard, I guess. And she used to roll in the snails. And I used to be like, ugh, like, that's where that smell is coming from. No. And we would be so mad because we just bathed you. And we bathed her with the finest, okay? Like, some good smelling stuff. And she just didn't care. Sometimes she would come back black. And we'll see, like, dogs, and we just like, okay, no, that's not her. No, that can't be her. And lo and behold, it is her. She was just rolling in something, and now she's black. And that's definitely not my dog. And then I just see her do, like, a little move, like, and I'm like, that's her. Yeah, that's Tootsie. But she just liked to be a rebel, like to be, you know, doing her own thing. Just I don't even know. She was an Aries, so maybe that's what it was. She was, like, strong-headed, gonna do what she wanted to do. Always, you know, just in her own zone. Like, has her own type of power and going to do what she want to do type thing. But this dog would come back black. Why? After we bathed you. Instinct. But yeah, one morning we was going to school, and it doesn't really get cold like that in Florida. In, like, the down south area. But I remember one morning I was going to school, and I think I was in middle school, and I would always take her outside. And so it was really cold, and so she went outside, and it was to the point where, like, I could take her outside. Like I said, I could take her outside. I can close the door, and then I'll come back, open the door. She's at the door. So this particular morning I did that. Opened the door, she wasn't there. I was like, okay, maybe she's not ready yet. So I closed the door, continued to get ready for school in the morning. It's, like, probably, like, 6 in the morning. You know how early we used to get up. So dark outside, too. And so I'm just like, okay. So I go check again. She's not there. And I'm like, no, she's supposed to be here right now. So I went outside, And I'm like looking around and I'm cold because I don't even have my clothes on. I got my little jacket that my mama done bought me on. I don't got nothing on. And so I'm like, you know, my pajamas, thin pajamas. And so I go out by the gate to the back of the house and I see something like huddled up, shaking by the gate. And this was definitely a Florida dog because I'm just like, Tootsie. And I remember grabbing her. Actually, yes, I had a jacket on. Because it was cold outside, so I put a jacket on. I remember grabbing her and putting her in my jacket and like holding her, and then walking back around the house to come in the front. And she was just shaking like in my jacket. And I'm like, no, it's okay. And then when I got in the house, I'm just like trying to like warm her up and stuff. And then she like she was getting better, and then she was just kept licking me, and it was just the cutest thing, and I just would never forget that day. And we would take Tootsie to the dog park. When we first took her, I remember she was so scared. Like, she didn't want to really interact with the other dogs. And we were like, Tootsie, go play and everything like that. And so she just still wasn't feeling it. Like, she just wanted us, you know, to just give her all the attention and everything. So we would have to take her to, like, different parts of the park. Like, same dog park, but, like, in a little area where no other dogs are. And then we'll throw the tennis balls and stuff and play fetch with her. And for some reason, if Tootsie got tired, like, she would not play fetch with you no more. Like, she was an energetic dog, but at the same time, she was the type of dog that you'll throw the ball and then she'll catch it. I mean, she'll go get it and then walk somewhere else. Like, she's not bringing the ball back to you. She's just not. Or she'll look at you to go get it, like, after you done threw it. And it's just like, she did things on her own time, like, when she felt like doing it. Like, she's literally like a diva. Like, a diva. Like, I can't even explain it. We honestly would like pick Tootsie up like she was a baby child. Like, pick Tootsie up, carry her in our arms, like even going outside to look at something, fireworks, like just carrying the dog like a baby. And you know, dogs, I guess their ages, they grow up like quick, you know, more quicker than humans. And my dog was probably a grown behind woman, and we just carrying the dog like a baby. I don't even know, but that's what we did. And it was fun and it was cute, you know. And we took so many pictures with Tootsie. Tootsie had so many outfits. I remember she had this little stripper outfit. It was like metallic, like a metallic pink and silver outlinings on it, and they had booties for each paw, and it had like a little tight fitting you know, base to it. I don't think it came with a hat. But if something didn't come with a hat, we always got like one of our barrettes from childhood and put it on her hair. And like, we would like pull her hair up and like put a little bow on there. It was just really extra. We have like a jersey outfit for Tootsie, the Atlanta Falcons jersey outfit for her. We have like a stripper outfit for her. We have like a flower girl outfit for her. We have like a wool, kind of like made out of wool, like a sweater for her. I remember we took her to Atlanta for Christmas, and we was at my sister's house. We was at Taj's house, and I remember we went somewhere. I don't know where we went, and we came back, and Tootsie had ripped the blinds, child. Like, the blinds were gone. They were off the thing. And I was just like, oh, damn, like, broken and all, like, and it were the kinds that aren't, like, you know, what do you call it, vertical? They were horizontal. So it was just like, we was like, damn, like, Tootsie, she ruined my sister. My sister was so mad. And I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, man, can't leave her out like that no more. Tootsie would never do anything like that. So that's why I was to the point where I'm just like, did she think we were leaving her? Like, because we already done drove her to a new state. She don't know nothing over here. You know, it was like, you know, floors of an apartment. So it ain't like she see grass. She look out the window and she see, like, you know, the skyscrapers and stuff. And it's just like, I think our dog thought we were like leaving her. So she cut up. We lost Tootsie because she had heart failure. And, you know, over time, it was getting worse and worse. We didn't put her down. We took her to a vet and everything to see, you know, what exactly it was. But and they told us, you know, she doesn't have much longer. After they told us that, I believe Tootsie lived at like a whole year after them telling us that she was like about to roll over at any moment. And granted, she wasn't in the best position because she was older. You know, she didn't like to, you know, run around as much as she did before. But she just, you know, we just didn't want to accept the fact that, you know, dogs don't last, you know, they don't last forever. You know, they got a time too. And, you know, she was, I believe, 84 when she passed. And it was just, it was hard to come to terms with. At this point in time, I was in college, so had I caught on earlier to some things going wrong, maybe it could have been different. But, you know, with my parents being home, they took great care of her. They, you know, they were very nurturing towards her. So I know it was something that, you know, it happens with old age. It was nothing that we really could have done. But it was just kind of like a sensitive moment. Like, we would come home on different breaks and not really know how good Tootsie was doing or bad, and we just was like kind of getting sad. You know, her she just, it was just an old age type of thing. Like, she just, you know, you seen the difference from how she used to be. And then going away and coming back home, like being away at college and you leave and your dog is in a certain condition, then you come back and you're like, is that, I know you're a dog, but are you turning gray? Like, what? Like, she really was aging in front of our eyes, and we just didn't want to come to terms with it, I guess. But it was a very sad thing. We took her to the vet. We was like, no, we don't want to put her down. Like, what can we do type thing. They put her in like this ventilator thing that was allowing her to breathe better, because they said she was also having problems with breathing. Like, liquid was like kind of drowning her inside, you know. Just like, it was hard for her to like lay on her stomach and stuff. Like, she was getting, like, her belly was filling up. It was something that was the cause of it. I can't think of the name. I think it was heartworms. And I think that come from like an infected mosquito bite. Like, if your dog's outside, and if they're not treated for it or get like the vaccinations for it and stuff, they can get that. And though we took her to the vet and stuff, it's like, sometimes it's hit or miss. Sometimes, you know, stuff happens. So yeah. So we didn't put her down when we took her to the vet. Or the animal hospital too. We didn't put her down. We just, you know, we was like, okay, we'll take her back home. They was telling us, you know, she only had a matter of time. So when telling us that, it's like, okay, well, we rather her be with us. And then also when we took her, our mom didn't come with us. So it was all my sisters and my dad. And I think everyone was there but my brother, actually. But all of my sisters were there and my dad. And then it was around the holidays too. I think it was the day, I think it was Christmas Day, actually. Yeah, it was Christmas Day. And, you know, we were like, you know, what do we do? What do we do? Then our mom called and she was like, bring my dog home. Like, bring my dog home. Don't know. So it was like, it wasn't an option to come home without Tootsie, even though she was, you know, at her point. And we brought her home, and Tootsie literally lived for another year before she passed away. And we were so grateful that we brought her home. So grateful. And Tootsie, everybody was away. Tootsie, I had got a text, I believe, from my sister Taraya, and she told me Tootsie died. And I was like, oh my god, my heart, oh my god, it was like the worst feeling ever. And when you have a dog that's like a part of the family like that you've grown up with, that this dog seen me, you know, sneak out the house, seen me steal a car. I'm just like, but no, this dog seen me grow up, you know. It was just like, it was kind of hard, but well, it was hard, but I think it was easier to take because we kind of knew that she didn't have much longer anyway. But we were thankful that she passed away, you know, with, you know, my mom in her home, you know, with family. That was a big part of it that we wanted. It wasn't spooked at all, like if she died in a house. But we were gonna, you know, make sure she died comfortable. And I just remember my mom saying, like, she was sleeping, and I think she went to check on her, and she was calling her name, Tootsie, Tootsie, and she was unresponsive. And yeah, was sad. I know my mom was sad when that happened. Yeah, then my dad, he buried her and everything. Yeah. But Tootsie was a champ. Tootsie was a strong dog. She kept the family together. She was always protective of us, no matter what. Even like with my friends, like even when people that came in the house, if she could tell if something was off, or not, and if she really liked you, you knew she liked you. Tootsie was something special to the family. Very, very special. Then like I have friends that know about Tootsie. They're like, oh, look at Tootsie, like, or be like cracking jokes, and it's just like, no matter what, like Tootsie was known. Tootsie left a mark for all of us and really helped. Like I remember I would cry and Tootsie would come over there and lick me. Or if I'm feeling sick, my tummy hurts or something. I remember I used to cramp really bad, and Tootsie would just kind of cuddle up next to me and just made me happy, just made me feel okay. Not ever a bad vibe when she was around. And I think that's what dogs are good at doing. I think that's what a lot of people need them for, and that's why a lot of people do have dogs as comfort animals. It's just something about them, man. They really are a man's best friend and a woman's best friend too. So that connection that you build with that animal is kind of irreplaceable. So Tootsie was definitely a very headstrong, passionate dog. She was very confident in herself and very loyal to her family. She was just very just super energetic, kind of like had those runs where it was more so of a hop, like a bunny. I remember she was just barking one night, and my dad's like, be quiet, like screaming, be quiet and stuff, and I'm in the bedroom, and me and my sisters, we hear her barking, and then we don't say nothing. We hear our dad yell to her to shut up or whatever, and she just kept barking. She wouldn't stop barking, and we just like, I'm back to sleep, and then the next morning, we get up early to go to school, and my dad's like, somebody done broke in my car. Like, they done took this, that, and, Daddy had the little hoopty back then took his radio out. I guess, just don't leave valuables in your car. We're going to put it like that. Don't put stuff in your car, social securities, wallets, money, none of that. Just don't, lock your doors too. And it's just like somebody had really went and got everybody in the neighborhood, and my dad was one of them. He was just like, man, somebody got me. That's why the dog was barking. She was trying to tell. My mom was like, she was trying to tell you. My dad got hit, and Tootsie was trying to tell us. So I just feel like she's always been that good guard dog, that protector, that instinctive, intuitive dog. And it's just like, I can tell you since that day we started paying attention to them barks at night. Okay. She literally put her hand under my arm and push it, trying to grab me with her arm. I'm just like, you're so smart. And so we would I would kind of follow her, what are you trying to tell me? Then she'll go to the garage, and the garage was where we held her big bag of food. So I open the garage, and she'll run go to the to her food, hitting the food, I'm hungry, can you feed me? And it's like, oh, you're learning. Amazing. And we used to keep our water bottles by her where her food is, and it's just kind of by her food, and it's just I would go to grab a water bottle. She I'm like, girl, chill. Nobody want your little nasty dog food. Trust. So we put rollers in Tootsie hair. We just was just a pamperer. We would spray her with perfumes and stuff. We thought we would have to give Tootsie away one time, and I remember we had made a home video about it, and we were super sad and crying, our eyes were red. And I remember my sister Tiana had this little play convertible, and we had it we made it race across the dresser. We put it on the dresser, and it kind of raced across the dresser, and then we put it on Tootsie. We was we sang about a Tootsie. Then we made individual videos on what she meant to us, how much we loved her. Our mama really thought us thinking we couldn't have this dog. I remember her just telling us no, we got to get rid of the dog, no. And granted, we kept the dog obviously, but it just shows me how dramatic we all are. Anybody that's growing up, like a family, a dog, I feel like, is something that really brings the family together. It shows, it helps people, you know, learn responsibility, learn how to take care of something, learn how to care for something, and ultimately learn how to love for something. And that's something that you really can't, you know, you can't buy that type of teachings. I'm just grateful for the things that, you know, she taught me, in a sense. And she's so and will always be forever missed and loved. And I hope you up there in doggy heaven doing your thing, because you know you was a bad one. Ooh. So it's kind of hot out. My dad's over there, but pretty much where he's standing is where Tootsie was buried. It's been some years since I seen my dog. I was away in school when I found out, like I said. So yeah, my dad just mowed the lawn, so he was just putting everything up. But yeah, Tootsie's like in that area. So Tootsie is buried kind of right after this bag. My dad's doing some yard work, but pretty much in this area right here. The grass is like really good. That's what my dad said. Again, happy birthday, Tootsie. I love you. The fam loves you. We miss you. We think about you all the time. We're never gonna forget your birthday. I'm glad that you're, you know, in our hearts, always gonna be close to us. I just want to wish you a happy birthday. I know you're looking down on us. I know that you're proud about all the moves that we've been making. You know, all the things that we've been doing, that getting into. Your girl done graduated from college, and yeah. So yeah, I miss you and I love you. Bye.